Hey, love, I've been carrying something inside me for far too long. A truth that has grown heavier with every passing day, and I can't keep it hidden any longer. I need to share it with you now, even though I know it might sound unbelievable or even impossible to fully understand. Please, just lend me a few minutes of your time and an open heart, because I'm about to bare my soul in a way that's both vulnerable and honest. I'm standing at a crossroads, caught between the safety of familiarity and the raw, sometimes painful freedom of truth. Every time I try to put these feelings into words, it feels as though I'm wading through an ocean of uncertainty, each sentence a step on treacherous ground. But I'm choosing courage over fear today, because staying silent has become far more unbearable than facing the discomfort of truth. For a long time now, I felt this persistent tug, a quiet, constant whisper in my heart telling me that something isn't right. I know that if I were to speak these words out loud, you might find it hard to believe or even feel overwhelmed by the depth of my emotions. But I can't ignore the weight pressing down on me any longer. I've tried to convince myself that these feelings would fade, that the void inside me was only temporary. Instead, with each passing moment, the silence has only grown louder, and the distance between what we have and what I truly need has widened. This isn't just a fleeting moment of frustration or an isolated bout of sadness. It's a deep, lingering truth that has taken root in my heart. I've spent countless hours wrestling with the idea that I might be mistaken, that love should make everything feel right if we just try hard enough. I used to believe that if we persevered, if we just pushed a little harder, every piece of the puzzle would eventually fall into place. But the reality is far more complicated, and every time I try to fit the pieces together, I'm met with a void that refuses to be filled. There have been countless beautiful moments between us, shared laughter in the quiet of the evening, dreams spun together during long, tender conversations, and memories that I'll always cherish. Yet, beneath the surface of those warm recollections lies a persistent emptiness, a feeling that, no matter how much love and effort we pour into our relationship, something essential is missing. I've come to realize that it's not about blame, nor is it about saying that either of us is at fault. It's simply the raw truth of where I stand emotionally and mentally right now. For years, I tried to push these feelings aside, burying them under layers of hope and denial. I convinced myself that if I stayed quiet and hoped for a magical resolution, everything would eventually be okay. But each day, that inner battle grew more intense. Logic told me to stay, to be grateful for the love we once shared. But my heart kept whispering that I wasn't living the life I truly deserved. That disconnect between my inner voice and my outward reality became a constant source of pain, an ever present reminder that I was not where I was meant to be. I've spent countless nights questioning everything: my choices, our future, and even my worth. It's as if I've been trapped in a loop of self doubt where every effort to find solace only deepened the chasm within me. I have tried everything to convince myself that love could fix these cracks, that with enough patience, time, and perseverance, we could mend what felt irreparably broken. But no matter how much I yearned for things to change, the truth resurfaced relentlessly, like waves crashing against the shore, powerful, inevitable, and impossible to ignore. This confession is not an indictment of you, nor is it a criticism of our past. Rather, it's a statement of my inner truth, a recognition that I've been living a half life, where fulfillment and genuine happiness feel perennially out of reach. I've realized that by denying this truth, I was not only hurting myself, but also preventing us both from finding the peace and joy we deserve. I understand that this revelation may come as a shock, and I truly wish I could offer a simple, comforting solution. Instead, I stand before you with an open heart, hoping that by embracing honesty, even when it feels messy and painful, we might both find a way to heal. It's incredibly hard for me to say these things out loud. Admitting that I'm not happy with our current state of being is like exposing a raw nerve, one that has been hidden for too long. I've lived with the constant internal struggle of feeling unfulfilled, even as I tried to convince myself that everything was okay. The more I attempted to force a sense of contentment, the more I felt trapped in a situation where I wasn't truly living. I've come to understand that staying in this space isn't fair to either of us. Both our hearts deserve the chance to experience peace, joy, and the kind of happiness that comes from being true to oneself. I know this conversation isn't easy. It's not meant to wound or to assign blame. Instead, it's a cry for authenticity, a request that we both honor our feelings however raw they might be. I'm not asking you to fix me or to solve the situation overnight. What I need is simply to be heard, to have you acknowledge the truth of my experience. I'm ready to let go of the facade, to release the weight of unspoken words that have burdened me for far too long. In doing so, I hope we can both move towards a future where we are no longer held captive by our fears or the expectations that have defined us. In sharing this, I'm not suggesting that our time together has been in vain. We have shared moments of genuine love and laughter, and I will always treasure those memories. However, clinging to what once was isn't enough if it means denying who I am today. I owe it to myself and to you to be honest about my feelings, even if that honesty comes with pain. I'm aware that this revelation might leave us both questioning what the future holds, but I believe that the first step towards healing is accepting the truth, no matter how hard it might be. Now, as we pause to reflect on this emotional turning point, I'd also like to shift our focus for a moment and talk about another vital aspect of our lives, our financial future. Alongside the turbulence of emotions, there is a powerful transformation brewing in our financial world, one that promises not just a shift, but a true rebirth of abundance and clarity. Imagine a time when money flows effortlessly into your life, as if the universe itself has decided to repay every setback and challenge you've ever endured. This isn't about a modest improvement or a temporary windfall, it's a profound, life changing shift that speaks to the restoration of everything you once thought was lost. It's a reminder that every hardship, every moment of doubt, has been preparing you for this incredible new chapter. This financial awakening is intertwined with personal growth. As you continue to evolve and master new skills, or even take your existing talents to greater heights, you will find that opportunities begin to align in your favor. People who genuinely value what you bring to the table will cross your path, and these connections will not only validate your worth, but also open doors to new ventures that bring both financial stability and personal satisfaction. The key to unlocking this newfound prosperity lies within you, within your self-worth and the energy you choose to cultivate. It's about shedding the heavy burden of insecurity and self-doubt that has, at times, held you back. You are more than enough, and the universe recognizes the intrinsic value you carry. Every effort you put forth, no matter how small it may seem at the moment, is paving the way for a future where both your physical and financial needs are met abundantly. There may have been moments in the past when you felt as if what you had lost was irretrievable, as if every setback was a confirmation of your limitations. But now, as you stand on the brink of this transformative period, know that every loss, every trial, has been a stepping stone to this remarkable resurgence. The universe is now poised to return what you once believed was gone, and it will do so tenfold. The challenges of the past are not punishments, they were, in fact, the preparation for a period of unparalleled growth and success. This is not a call to complacency, but an invitation to embrace your own power, It's a reminder to remain confident, to work with focus and diligence, and to trust that every step you take is aligned with your destiny. As you continue to develop your talents and skills, the world around you will begin to reflect the energy you exude. Financial harmony and recognition aren't just distant dreams. They are the natural outcomes of your hard work and unwavering belief in your own worth. Even during times when the path seemed obscured by doubt, remember that you always had the strength to endure. The waiting period, as arduous as it may have felt, was not a sign of failure, but a necessary interlude that has prepared you for the incredible opportunities ahead. Keep your heart open and let your inner light guide you. As you focus on consistent effort without the weight of past insecurities, you will find that success and fulfillment are not only possible but inevitable. I share this financial reading with you not to distract from the emotional truths we've just explored, but to illustrate that every aspect of our lives is interconnected. Just as I am learning to honor my emotional truth by stepping away from a relationship that no longer serves my deepest needs, you too are on the cusp of a transformative journey that will redefine your relationship with wealth and abundance. Both paths require a commitment to authenticity, to facing hard truths, and to embracing the possibility of a new beginning. So, as we stand together at this pivotal moment, I ask you to consider the dual truths of our lives, the emotional and the financial, as intertwined aspects of the same journey toward wholeness and clarity. Both paths may be fraught with uncertainty and discomfort at times, yet they also hold the promise of renewal and growth. By facing our truths head on, without judgment or pretense, we open ourselves up to a future where our hearts and our ambitions can flourish unburdened. Thank you for listening with an open heart, for allowing me to share this deeply personal part of my journey with you. Your willingness to hear me out means more than I can fully express, and I hope that in this shared vulnerability, we can both find the strength to move forward, whether that means embracing change, seeking new beginnings, or simply taking the time to honor what our souls truly desire. With all my heart, your name.